The sentencing of Sean Diddy Combs, a judge handing down a 4-year sentence for the rap mogul convicted on 2 prostitution-related charges.
50 months. That's the number stamped on Sean Diddy Combs' federal sentence. A cold, clinical figure that now defines one of music's most powerful men. With good behavior, he could be out in just over 3 years. But those years will feel longer than a lifetime inside. He's expected to land in a minimum security federal prison, the kind officials call a camp. But don't be fooled by the name. This isn't summer camp, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Behind the clean fences and volleyball courts lurks an invisible tension. Everyone wants something. Everyone is watching. Sources close to the case say the Brooklyn Detention Center where Combs was first held was a jungle. Overcrowded, violent, unpredictable. If he survived that, he might think the worst is over. But insiders warn that federal time can be its own kind of slow torture. Quieter, but more psychological. Because once the cameras are gone, the real sentence begins. Will Diddy's fame protect him? Or paint a target on his back?
He did, Janae, and he really wanted to be tasting freedom right now, but the judge refused to release him. Now his lawyers tell us the judge got it wrong. They're preparing to appeal.
Hollywood would have you believe every celebrity inmate becomes prey. In truth, attacks on famous prisoners are rare, but envy is a dangerous drug. Inmates see a man who once owned the clubs they dreamed of entering, who wore diamonds while they wore chains. Some will want to get close to him. Others will want to see him fall. As one ex-con told me, a guy like Diddy walks in, and everyone's sizing him up. They either want his friendship, or his downfall. So far, no verified threats have surfaced. But in prison, violence doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it whispers first, through a deal gone wrong, a favor unpaid, or a rumor that spreads faster than truth. If anyone understands survival through strategy, it's Diddy. The music industry is its own war zone, filled with alliances, betrayals, and silent battles for control. Now he's walking into another one. Prison is just a different kind of boardroom, a retired federal officer told me. Only here, one bad handshake can cost you your life. Diddy's name still carries power, and that could save him or doom him.
But again, this judge trying to send a message saying that what he did was wrong and that he did believe the credibility of those women who testified. Court just adjourned, but I want to leave you with a couple of thoughts from the judge. He looks over at Combs and says, "You are going to get through this. There is light at the end to help people like him. You will have a chance," he says, "to show your children and the world that accountability and change is possible."
Wealth buys attention. Attention buys enemies. In a place where currency comes in cigarettes, contraband, and favors, his influence could become both armor and ammunition. He'll need to play carefully. Every smile, every deal, every friendship will have a price. Even in minimum security, danger hides in the small moments. A jealous inmate. A broken promise. A bad day in the chow hall. The threat isn't always a gang hit. Sometimes it's the man in the bunk below you, the one who's had just enough of waiting, wanting, and losing. Desperation turns people cruel. And for Diddy, who's used to being surrounded by yes men and security details, the hardest part might be realizing that here, no one has to say yes at all. In a dark twist of irony, prison politics may feel strangely familiar to him. Deals, manipulation, power plays. He's built an empire on them. Only now, the stakes aren't millions. They're survival. He's been playing power games his whole life, said a former prison counselor. But in there are no entourages, no exits, just concrete, steel, and silence. So, can Sean Diddy Combs make it through those long, echoing years behind bars? Maybe. But survival in prison isn't always about walking out alive. It's about who you are when you do. He'll be stripped of luxury, privacy, and power. The 3 things he's built his life around. For the first time in decades, he won't be calling the shots. He won't even control when the lights go out. Out here, he was a legend. In there, he's just inmate number 56649. And the world will be watching to see whether the man who ruled the music game can survive the one game he never thought he'd play.